Hey, what's up guys? It's Mo here from Mo and So, and today I'll be talking to you about the T3i. So, a lot of people ask me, why do you still use this camera in 2018? This camera is 7 years old. And I say, why not? I picked this camera up for literally $300 and it came with a bag, manuals, 2 lenses, battery, charger, everything I would ever need to learn photography. And learn photography I sure did with this camera. This camera is a great camera for beginners. It also includes a mic input if you're planning on taking videos. I mean, it's not great for continuous autofocus. It does not have to dual autofocus like the 80D or the 70D does, or the t3i. So you would this camera would be great if you just set it somewhere, you know, get the camera focused, and then you would sit on your couch and just make a vlog or make a video. Or if you're actually vlogging, like I vlogged with this camera, I would try to keep the camera at like a certain distance away from my face. Like, you know, if I focus the camera like this, I would literally have to hold it like this. If I go a little closer, then I'm out of focus. If I go a little further, I'm out of focus. So, like, as funny or as weird as this sounds, it will literally teach you discipline. It will teach you about focus. It will teach you about autofocus, manual focus. It will teach you about everything. Because when you don't have that many features, you kind of have to figure out a different way to do things, which is great for if you're trying to grow into this hobby, because you get to learn everything there is to know. Also, another thing, I'm just gonna stop. You get the point. This is in JPEG. If you do this for RAW, I think the buffer kind of stops at 10 pictures, which is still great for a $300 camera. You're not really supposed to. You're not gonna buy this camera to go out and shoot like cheetahs out in the wild. This camera, I've shot some great footage of seagulls, of birds, of animals, of my cat. And they're right here. They're fantastic photos. They're fantastic images. It's really not about the camera. It's about what you can do with it. And like I said, because the camera doesn't have that many features, you will have to go out there and learn new techniques. And this will make you a better photographer. So do I recommend the T3i in 2018? Absolutely. Especially because I know for a fact that you can get this camera for under $300, which is I can't even begin to describe how good of a deal that is to get your first DSLR. I picked up this camera from my brother-in-law for $300 and I'm gonna give it to my friend for $250. And I think, the $50 that I lost, I've definitely gained way more out of that $50, because I gained experience, I gained exposure, because before this camera I had 0 Instagram followers and 0 subscribers. After this camera, I have 2.6 thousand followers and 1.3 thousand subscribers. I mean, that's not great, but again, from 0 to 100 real quick with this camera. Here are some of the things I really don't like about it. When you get the kit lens, it has this really old motor, and listen to this. Imagine literally trying to focus while taking a video. Oh my God, so frustrating. See, right now you're watching me on the 80D with dual autofocus. I want you to understand what that looks like. So I'm looking at you right now. I come in and the camera finds my face and it focuses. I go back, the camera finds my face and it focuses. This is not how this camera works. Every time your character moves front to back, you literally have to focus them. If they're focused and they're moving side to side, that's fine, kind of. However, you have to focus them every time you move forward or backwards, okay? And that's not really the fault of a lens. That's because this camera does not have dual autofocus. This sound that you hear here could be, fixed if you get a STM or a USM motor lens instead of this kit lens. But what I recommend, to be honest, a new lens costs, a good new lens costs like $500 or $600. Why would you do that on a $300 body? I think you should spend that money and get a T7i or a T6i that has more capabilities. or just do what I did and get the 80D, because it's an amazing camera, and I actually have reviewed it, and you can find that video in the description of this video. But this video is not about the 80D, it's about the T3i, and like I said before, this is a great entry point camera for anybody. Like, you can literally pick this camera up, just start with auto like I did, take pictures, you're gonna really like it. Start with JPEG, take pictures, you're gonna really like it. Little by little, shoot in RAW, and then play around with the image on your computer, edit it in Lightroom or Photoshop. You're gonna, be able to change those things, and you're gonna like see so much more, because you get so much more data with the RAW file. And then little by little, go into manual, shoot manual, and edit the photos. You'll learn everything. And honestly, I highly recommend it. Also, it has flash. There's nothing to focus on, that's why. There you go. So it has flash, and I mean, I can't, there's nothing else. It's super lightweight. If you need this for vlogging, like I said, you might have a hard time like keeping the camera in one spot. You definitely could. I have done it for 4 months. Watch every single video from January 1st to April 29th was shot with this camera. So we did manage to get, the autofocus correct with this camera, holding it like this at one specific spot with our Gorilla tripod. And it's definitely possible. It's just not convenient. But again, like I said, not convenient is actually good for you, because it's that hustle that's gonna make you learn photography and go out there and get those great shots. Because you're working harder than the next guy that has the 1DX Mark II for $6,000. All he has to do is just like press the thing and shoot, and it'll do everything for him. Or the guy with the Sony. You have to work really hard, which will definitely make you a better photographer in the long run. So this is a great entry point and a great camera to learn everything on. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. If you have any questions, if I didn't cover anything, please make sure you leave it in the comment section down below. And if you find this video useful or helpful, give it a thumbs up. And until next time, peace!